Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the season finale, our 2022 season finale of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. We are so excited to have you here. Today's topic is how savvy women get and keep their finances in order. And just because those of you that are live viewers and live listeners, we love you all so much. We are going to be hosting during this live broadcast drawings, and you will have the opportunity to win one of four $25 Amazon gift cards that'll be emailed to you right after the show. So stick around, stay tuned. We'll be jumping right in after this quick intro. Don't you move. You're listening to the Sharvette Mitchell radio show.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone. I am so excited to have you here. Welcome to the 2022 season finale of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. We are excited for all those that are watching live. We got something special for you, but certainly we want to shout out all of those that check us out on Blog Talk Radio and our talk radio show format, those that listen to the podcast, oh my goodness, Apple Podcasts and iTunes and Stitcher and iHeart and all of that, those that just hang out at sharvette.com or my YouTube channel, YouTube, we cannot leave out YouTube, youtube.com/Sharvette. We are excited to have you. Welcome to the season finale. Yes. So there will be no other shows after this one for this year. So we're getting geared up for 2023 and some exciting things, but we want to take 2022 out with a bang. And we're going to be doing that by, guess what? We're going to be doing some live drawings today. So you are here in the listening audience live. Now, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm sorry, you missed the opportunity. If you're listening to this on Blog Talk Radio, I'm sorry, you missed the opportunity. But if you are one of our live streaming audience members, you have a chance to win I've got four drawings we're going to do. A $25 Amazon.com gift card. So what does that mean? It gets emailed to you. And listen, sis, and listen, bro, you'll be shopping by 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So let me greet some of those that are coming on in. Shout out to my sister Kim and Deborah, who are always holding it down over on YouTube. Hello, Michelle. Glad to have you here with us. I see you doing amazing, great things there in Atlanta. Got to shout out my mom. And listen, let me just say this. You're going to see that the drawings are random. So I do not dictate. We're going to do an automated drawing. I do not dictate who wins. So I just want to say that hashtag no rigging over here. Hashtag no rigging over here. Hey, Sharon Lane. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Sonia Key. Thank you for being here as well. So again, this is, Erica, one of our platform builder clients. This is our season finale. So as my guest is hanging out in the virtual studio, certainly no stranger to the show, has been here before. Oftentimes we see her pop in and out of our viewing audience. One of my past platform builder clients recently just went on the luxury pop-up retreat with us in Orlando, Florida in November. And we have Ayanna Smith with us. We're going to be doing a formal introduction. However, hey, Pastor Roz Brown is here, one of the authors of our upcoming book. So let's test this out. Let's just do a quick test because I want to make sure you all know how to do this quick drawing. So what happens is I'm going to give you a word and you simply type it in the comments. That enters you in the drawing. And then I'm going to show you how it automatically will pick a winner. So we're going to do a test. Very quickly. You do have to make sure the word is typed in all caps. All right. All caps, no spaces. Are y'all ready for a test as we get started? Are y'all ready for a test? Okay. So here's the first test. You will not win with this. We're just doing a test. We're just making sure you know what to do. All right. So type in the comments wherever you are, all across Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and you are live. Type in Sharvette. That's my name, in all caps. Type in Sharvette in all caps. Type in Sharvette in all caps. And let's see here. Let's see what y'all got, what y'all doing. Type in all caps, type in all caps, type in all caps. I see. All right. I want a few more entries coming in. Yes. While you are doing that. All right. I see. Hey, Allison, thanks for popping on in. Hey, Michelle. All right. And you've got to enter it exactly as I have stated, Sharvette. In all caps. All right. Just my first name. That will enter you. All right. We've got some. Okay. Good. One comment. If you are with us here in the Facebook group. Hey there. If you are with us here in the Facebook group, make sure you give permission to StreamYard to show your name. All right. So welcome. Hey, I see you there over on LinkedIn. Okay. So we got the first test. Let me show you how this works. All right, let me come on over here and pop up on the screen. All right, let's do our first drawing. Let's do our first drawing as a test, All right, so you see the test. You up. Okay, so this was the first test. So that's what it's going to look like. Right there. All right, I think y'all got it. I think y'all got it. All right, so I'm going to let you know when the next word is coming up. So just hang out with us. Let me introduce our guest and bring her on air, and then we'll do the first official drawing. And again, if you're brand spanking new, you're listening to and watching the season finale of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. All right, so Ayanna M. Smith is with us of Hampton Roads, Virginia. She is a prolific financial professional, 4-time published author, motivational speaker, and lifelong educator. We've all heard the cliche, you can run, but you can't hide. That cliche reigns true when you're observing Ayanna's life, her lifelong dedication to education. Listen, she's the daughter of 2 retired educators. So Ayanna followed in their footsteps and forged a successful educational career that included serving as a classroom educator as well as an elementary school assistant principal and all of that. But listen, Ayanna found her true passion in recent years as a financial expert. Yes, and Ayanna is passionate about helping others and families protect, save, and grow their money. Coming up live here on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. Without further ado, and getting ready for our first drawing, put your hands together for Ayanna Smith. Hey girl, hey. And I think you might be muted. Let's see. Can you unmute?
I think you can't hear anything with the muted mic. Hey, girl.
We are glad to have you as here for our season finale. So, do you mind? Let me do the first drawing. Let's get the first drawing going. Let's get the first drawing going here, and let me do this because I know certainly our guests are here and they're saying, okay, Sharvette, let's get the first drawing up here. Let's get it going. Just give me 1 second here. Let's get it going. I'm going to tell you the word in 1 second. This is reality TV here, right? This is reality radio. Okay. All right. Let me get the first word in here, and you're going to get, and when you win, whoever wins, all you have to do is send me an email or an inbox. You can inbox me wherever you're watching, and you will be able to get your prize. All right. So the first drawing that's happening now, simply type in the comments live because you're here live. Type the word live. Here. Type the word live. This is the first drawing for our the first of 4 $25 Amazon gift cards. And so Ayanna, while they're doing that and while they're typing live, tell us a little bit about how you became passionate really around finances and helping women keep more of their money.
Well, first of all, I'm missing a drawing because I'm normally
yeah. So you are not. Well, I mean, technically, if you did type it, but we're going to say you're not eligible to win.
Right. So, but as far as becoming, and of course, thank you so much for having me on. But as far as becoming more aware about finances, I was asked to basically come to a seminar. And when I heard what was going on, I said, oh my goodness, maybe I need to delve in a little bit more, find out a little bit more how this really works. And it can really work for me, and I can do this as well. So
Yeah.
when I caught that vision, sometimes you have to catch it. It's not what to caught rather than taught. Then
Yeah.
I was able to move forward and start then learning about just learn as I go. You say you jump, you don't need to parachute until you jump, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Wonderful. And so, what would be the thing that you would say to those that are watching in this kind of end of year time and thinking maybe even getting ready for taxes and all of that? What's one tip that you would have for those that are watching to prepare to make sure their money is, in a place that they want it to be, particularly for the end of the year?
Well, basically, if you haven't done so, we all need to know what's going on in our purse. I like to say that oftentimes, even I shared that even in the last anthology that I was in, it said
Uh-huh.
the Words of Wisdom book, and said give nuggets. And I said, well, you have to know what's going on in your house, in
Yeah.
your purse, and just what's going on for future goals and what it's going to take to get there. So as we're looking at toward the end of the year, we can't go back and get the 11 months, but we can say, listen, we have to either turn some things around, turn some things down, turn some things over. so we
Eh,
can get focused on what we want to, because right now it's like Happy New Year. In the financial industry, December is the new year.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what we
Wonderful,
say, it's the new
wonderful.
year.
All right, if you just tuned in, hey, you're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. We're chatting with Ayanna M. Smith, financial professional, and we're having our first drawing with our season finale here. The word that had to be typed into the comments was live, and let's get this added into the screen and go ahead and do our drawing. And you had to type it in all caps and just no spaces. And let's see who our first. Look, Michelle, you did win. Look at God. Look, God looked out for you. All right, so Michelle Roberts, send me an email with your email, and this evening you will get a digital Amazon gift card. So Michelle Roberts, comment and let us know you're here. You entered, and you are the first winner. All right, so.
All right.
So when we say savvy, because the topic, and we've got more, so stick around. We've got 3 more drawings, ladies and gentlemen that may be watching. When we say savvy, I love how you use, how savvy women get and keep their finances. Why is it important that women also kind of like focus on their finances?
Well, one thing, whether you're single, married, divorced, widow, you still need to know what's going on in your house. If you're in a relationship with a person, then one person sometimes has the strength, and you may not have it. And they'll take care of everything. But
Mhm.
that's not what a savvy woman would do, or insert a savvy man. Everybody needs to sit down and talk about what's going on in their house, because just say, and if you're single, let me insert this. If you're single,
Yeah.
then you have to talk to who's next to you, who's closer to
Mm.
you, so that they will know even things like passwords and where you have your important papers and how to get to bank accounts. I even did some things that I would say personally. I just added my sister onto
Yeah.
my bank account, just so that if anything were to happen, I'm remembering somebody needs to be able to still keep things going, and everything is frozen once people pass away. I know I was going
Mhm.
all the way to the morbid, but we still have to think about that as being a
Yeah.
savvy woman, because there's so many pieces to it. But just up front, still just people having certain things. And of course, we're taught to be very private, and you don't give out your information. Don't share this password with anyone. But the bottom line is, if we have a cell phone, somebody can snatch that password if they
Yeah.
really wanted to. But
Yeah.
as savvy women, we need to trust somebody,
Mm.
spouse, close, family member, to be able to help us navigate, or have the key to that lockbox in case of emergencies, break the glass, so that they can help us get to, even talk on our behalf, not just passing away, but even talking on our behalf, because I do speak a lot about if we got sick and you can't talk for
Mm.
yourself, even those things. It's so much. It's so many layers. I look at it like an
Yeah.
octopus. We have so many layers that we have to look at as savvy women. And we're most of the time taking care of other people and doing
Yeah.
things for everybody else. And we don't think about it's us. And self-care is more than just your health. It is your wealth as well. So add
Yes.
that into the self-care mantra. I need to get my money in a self-care mode.
Yes, 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 yes. That's good. That's good right there. While they are watching and listening, how can I know you offer like consultations and just to be able to talk, because one thing about money, everyone's scenario and situation is so different. And have you found, Ayanna, sometimes it's people kind of scared? Do you find that people are scared and intimidated to talk about money? How do you help people through that?
Well, my thing is, of course, we always talk about people work with people that they like, know, and trust. And the main thing, I found you have to be visible. Of course, that's what, you share as a coach, being visible, because people can hear you, they can see you, and then they feel like they kind of know you. And in that, I've had people that would, this is a good way to connect with people. I do take complimentary consultations, and I do say it's not one size fits all, it's one size fits you, because everybody is on a different playing field at different times in their lives. We are all in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, and everything starts looking different every 5 to 10 years. And then we have to even forward think every 5 to 10 years. So my goal is to make people feel comfortable. I am serious about what I do, but I do like to, have a little comedy every now and then, just to be human, because people are scared. And I talk about, my show, I say, we have that ostrich head in the sand mentality. If I put my head in the sand, nobody will see it. Well, the world is still going on.
Yeah.
In the sand. And so I would say, money is still talking, even if you're not talking about it. So my goal is to make people feel comfortable and let them know, begin where you are. I've had people say, I'm too old. No, you're still breathing. Begin where you are.
Begin where you are.
Begin where you are. Let's sit down and talk about where you are. Don't be ashamed about it. Nobody is 100%. I'm talking to people and still working through stuff. It's just a real thing. You can't, you can't talk through what you haven't been through. So
That's real talk right there. And I love, shout out to your show. You are on weekly. You have a live stream called Money Talk with Ayanna Smith. So definitely you all follow and connect. I've tagged and all of that. So follow and connect. And one of the best places is Sharvette.com, because we have all the information there. So if you've noticed on the screen, our next drawing that's coming up, type the word money, because we're talking about money here. Type the word money in the comments. Type the word money in the comments. Type the word money in the comments. And you have a opportunity to be the second recipient of a $25 Amazon gift card here on our season finale. So Ayanna, what I'm going to do actually is take a very quick commercial break for a PSA. But when we come back, I'm going to give you the floor, and I want you just to dive in with whatever tips or strategies that you want to say to savvy women to help them keep and maintain more of their money. Is that all right with you?
Okay.
All right, we'll let her go to the virtual green room. Type money in the comments. We're talking about money. Type money in the comments. The next drawing is coming up right after this quick PSA that's coming up right now.
What are you doing? Why are you making fun of her?
What you mean? Are you gonna help her?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Good luck.
Are you okay? What happened? Come on. Let's go.
Hey, what's up?
She got bullied.
Oh, really? You get bullied? Tell you what, why don't you come on in here and we'll get you guys, here, figure this out. Hey, thank you very much for taking care of that. So, what's going on?
If you see something
Say something.
Do something.
Don't be a bystander, be an upstander. Hey, read for us.
All right. Shout out to Sherelle Diamond Hogan. Her students put that and produced that together. And so I think we all want to have awareness around bullying. If you see something, say something. And that's good for adults too. All right, let's get into our next drawing here and let us see who the amazing winner is going to be. Let's do it. 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 Oh, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. All right. All right, Marquisa Davis. Marquisa is winner number 2. Marquisa Davis is winner number 2. So Marquisa, inbox or send us a message in any of our platforms with your email. And tonight you will receive a $25 digital e-card, digital gift card to Amazon. So congratulations to Marquisa. So let's bring back up to the mic here Ayanna Smith, who is with us certainly as we continue this conversation in our season finale here. Stick around. We have 2 more drawings. We have 2 more drawings coming up. How savvy women get and keep their finances in order. And so I want you to just go for it. Tell us, what you would say and what you really want to say and want to resonate with our listeners around this particular topic.
Well, thank you, because really that's what, when you asked at first, that's what we were looking at, going through and combing through where we are. So it's pretty much like, okay, where are we? Where have we been, and where do we want to go? And sometimes the question mark is, I just don't know, because I've messed up so much, or we're in different places. Even the professional, just say we're just regular every day. We really haven't sat down and talked to anybody about anything. It's like, okay, what's going on? Who handles the finances in your home? How do you work through that? Do you have a budget? And of course, when I talk about savvy women, of course, I cannot be remiss. Do you have coverage and protection and life insurance? Because I am a licensed life insurance agent and broker. And the main thing is that's not a bill. That's a necessity. And because we are getting too sick, sometimes we're living a long time. Most of us have longevity, or we're getting healthier. So we're living, and we don't want to work forever. Not we're actually going. So we need to have, and it's also too, I talk about, it's not if, but when sometimes we may need that care, that long-term care, where we may have, I know of a lady recently in our age range, 35 to say 64, that age range really 18 to 64. That's the area where we talk about not having the coverages. If you don't have health insurance, you don't have the coverages that will continue to extend if you had, say, a traumatic brain injury or car accident, and you can't rehabilitate quickly enough to get back into working. Or if you have a heart attack, you don't jump back in the next day. So I talk about those things not to sound morbid, not to scare people, but these are realities. Because how many of us know people who've had heart attack, cancer, stroke, you fall down, you hurt your leg really bad, you mess your back up. All those things like that can debilitate us. So that's one area that I really push in and say, let's look at our health and think beyond. We're being the caregivers to someone giving care to us. And sometimes the care that we need is beyond the sphere of the people that are in our homes, if we have somebody in our home. And I'll just insert this. I share stories, of course, I had a story where this young man had health insurance, but he didn't have the living benefits and the long-term care that would bridge that gap beyond the set number of days that he was allowed by the health insurance company. So once those days had been exhausted, then the insurance company said, well, we're done. And the people in the rehabilitation center said, well, where's the money? Who's going to pay for the rest of your care? And the shock was, because he had some children at home, the health insurance company said, excuse me, they could be the caregivers. That's not even, that's reality, but that's not a real situation for true rehabilitation. And with that, those are shocking things that we don't think about, because when we're happy-go-lucky, we are happy-go-lucky. We're hustling, we're moving, we're shaking, we're trying to get everything done. Think about it right now. We're preparing for Christmas. We're talking about stuff, but the next moment you could see a headline, something happened to Ayanna, what's going on? And it's really that quick. And like I said, it's not time of morbidity, it's time of preparation and action.
Preparation and action. I love that. Yeah. So where can people go to schedule a consultation to talk to you?
You can go to www.askayanna.com. That's askayanna.com, and get on my calendar. And if you can't find any time, just jump into, the DMs or what have you, because if you're connected with me on social media, you can connect with me. And if all else fails, connect with Sharvette and she'll find me.
Listen. And the next drawing that's coming up is Ask Ayanna, because I wanted to make sure, Ayanna, that the audience remembered you. So type in the next, if you are here and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? You can enter to win right now, $25. This is the third one. We've got 4. The third of 4 $25 Amazon gift cards that we're giving out in our third drawing. Simply type in the comments for your chance to win. Live drawing here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Ask Ayanna, all caps, no spaces, because when you go to her website, you're going to type in askayanna.com. But the drawing is Ask Ayanna, just like you see it on the screen for our live viewers only. Go ahead and enter to win. And so, Ayanna, what are all of the services? So insurance, and then I heard. So can you kind of give, if people are thinking, what are all the things she can help me with? Like, what are all the services that you provide?
Sure. Of course, life insurance, and we do term insurance, whole life, index universal life. We do all of the insurances. So that's when people say, I don't want any term, I want whole life, I want permanent insurance. No problem, we can cover that. We look at the qualifications of it. I do final expense. So if you have some of our elders who not even our elders, it's kind of like 40 and up, who may have a hard time getting qualified for insurance, about that as well, because I have companies that we can work with to get people covered, because you need something. And don't let let your illnesses be a deterrent. And sometimes it is, and people get so disheartened about it. They just feel so bad, I can't get anything. So I help people in final expense, the long-term care, the living benefits. Also, we even talk about some things in what we call infinite banking, where that's, you're able to, when you're able in the market to put more money or heavy money away. Some people are high earners and they need. And so with that, the infinite banking will allow them to put money into whole life policies and help them exponentially grow their money and even become their own bank in that manner too. So we have a wide range of things, but I usually stay in the pocket, and also with annuities. So when people have 401ks, 403bs, TSPs, 457s, and they have separated from their jobs, we can help them, if suitable, to roll their monies over into qualified plans to help their money to be protected and or to grow, so that they can shelter them from so much tax hits at one time.
I love that. So listeners, viewers, askayanna.com is where you go and just schedule a complimentary, just a conversation. There's no pressure. Just schedule a conversation to talk with Ayanna related to any of those services there that she's mentioned, certainly, or anything that we've talked about. And so getting ready for our third of 4 drawing, and you had to type. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds. If you're just coming in and you're like, I don't know what's going on, don't ask any questions, just type all caps, no spaces, Ask Ayanna, what you see on the screen. All right, I see you coming in, Carla R. Jenkins, and over on YouTube. Ask Ayanna, and we're getting ready for our next drawing here. So let's go ahead and get things going right now, so we can see who our winner is. And here's the drawing. Ooh, the suspense. The suspense. Oh, Pastor Roz Brown. Let's clap it up. She is our third winner for this season finale, our third winner. So please email or inbox us your email address, and tonight you will have a $25 e-gift card to go shop your heart away on Amazon.com. Again, congratulations, Pastor Roz Brown, on being the winner. And you all know how to get to Ayanna, because you was like, I had to type it in, and I saw it 59 million times in the comments. AskAyanna.com. And so, Ayanna, I had the privilege of being able to come to like the grand opening earlier in the year in Portsmouth, where you opened your own financial literacy office in Portsmouth, Virginia. So people in that area, are they able to come in and meet with you in person? How does that work?
Yes, they're able to come in and meet with me in person. Of course, I don't feel dissuaded if you can't come to Portsmouth, because Zoom works and the phone works. So, but yes, in that Hampton Roads area, absolutely, you may come and sit, and we can talk about how we can help you get to the next level, savvy women, how you can get to the next level.
Yes. And so as we leap into 2023, I know that you have some things coming down the pipeline. So anything you want to share with our audience about what you are brewing, and what you have going on?
Okay, thank you. I am looking to expand my agency. So if people want to know about not only how to get themselves covered as a savvy woman, but to become a savvy woman in finance, we are looking for people who are looking for us.
Yeah.
So in that arena, start off. Tell people, start where you are. Oh, I don't know anything about anything. Did you know anything about your job before you went to it? No, you did not. So well, just jump out here, and we'll help you walk that journey. We have some dynamic people who all of us work together as a team and help others get to where they need to be and learn about the industry and grow in that arena. And then also, I am currently looking for authors for my anthology, Women in Finance. People who are in the financial space, whether it's your life insurance broker, you are an investor in real estate, you're a banker, anything connected to money, and you really have had to build yourself up, and you can offer your story and also tips on how people can build up in the arenas that you're currently serving, as well as show them how if they're interested in getting into the industry, that would be the book for you. So please, again, set the complimentary consultation so that we can talk about that.
All right. AskAyanna.com. Again, anyone listening or watching in the future and now you're in the financial area, you could be a published author. You could be an author. Being an author gives you, number one, a physical product. A lot of times in this space, you're a service provider, gives you a physical product to sell, but also it's really about documenting your intellectual property, which elevates your positioning in the market and gives more credibility to your brand. So it's a great addition. And I say that as a visionary author with 5 books, coming 4 books and the 5th book now, and the last, the editor is almost done. We'll be coming up with that. Ayanna has been in one of our previous anthologies, but aside from that, you've been in other people's anthologies, but you also, have done some other things. So 4-time published author. So, the kind of the book world. So definitely ask Ayanna.com to be a part of that book collaboration. Anything else you wanted to say about that?
Like I said, please, just and if you know of someone, reach out, because if you think, well, maybe that's not for me, CPAs, it's for you. So tax people, it's for you, because you have something to share. And just thinking about, there's so much to put out there, and credit repair specialists, people
Oh,
need to
yeah.
know. And we're talking about how to get all of ourselves together. So I would really look at this as being a handbook for savvy women to push forward and hear stories from women in finance and how they've gotten into that space. And so if you know of anyone, or you are that person, let's make sure that we talk and connect so that we can talk about how you can be a part.
Wonderful. And how can people follow you and connect with you on social media?
On social media, I am on Facebook, and of course we have our separate pages now, but you can always connect with me at Ayanna MS for my personal page, Ayanna M Smith Financial Pro for my business page, and I'm on Twitter at Ayanna MS, and I'm on Instagram at Ayanna MS and Ask Ayanna _Financial Pro. So you see me popping up in different places, and but if you go to askayanna.com, everything will pop up there as well. So you won't have to remember all of the handles. And LinkedIn.
Right.
Those
And
LinkedIn.
absolutely. And
And
if you're
YouTube.
and you too. And if you're listening to the podcast, just look down below in the show notes. We have the links there. And also an easy connection place is Sharvette.com. And we have her full bio website and all the connection links. And so the last thing that I wanted to mention and just say, you have been a past client in my platform builder program. And so our last drawing tonight, type in platform builder, no spaces, all caps, wherever you're watching. This is your last opportunity. The fourth drawing for the $25 e-gift card for Amazon.com. So type in platform builder, just platform builder, all caps, no spaces. And so we are in enrollment and looking to work with some additional ladies in the new year. Anything that you could share kind of as an on-the-spot live testimonial related to being one of our, alumni, our platform builders.
And if you didn't think I had something good to say, you would not have asked me that question.
Right.
I have loved being in the platform builder. I still act like I am, because I always watch, you watch a good leader and follow their lead, seriously. But being in the platform builder program really helped to elevate with the brand shoot and the brand photo, the colors, and being consistent and learning how to post, what Sharvette will show you how to do. But of course she makes you take action on it so that it becomes a part of you. So once you can hire someone to do all the things that you are learning to do, that's great, but you're not going in blind and not knowing how to do it at all, which that's similar to what I do with people. We coach you on how to do it. And then once you learn, you're like, oh, okay, we can take off and soar. But I would truly say it's been awesome. And I have some friends that have watched me personally. They said, wow, I'm seeing what you're doing. You're doing videos, you're putting out posts and this and that. And because of it, then they became platform builder clients as well. So that really speaks to people believing in you, believing what you're talking about, and believing in the coach that you have connected to, which is Sharvette. So I have loved it. It is awesome. And I love the work that's continuing to be built. And I always tell her, I said, I'm not a stalker, but I look at everything to take as model. And so if you can take a model that is working, why not go for it? So, but you only get a glimpse on what she's showing. It's when you dive in and become a platform builder client is when you can get the fullness of it.
Oh, well, thank you. Listen, she didn't know that she was going to be put on the spot for that. So thank you for that. Certainly, it has certainly been an honor to work with you in the past, and had you again as a one of our retreat participants at our luxury pop-up retreat, which I'll show you guys actually a video recap of that, and you'll see Ayanna is one of the starring roles in that. All right, so let's go ahead and give out the last. Your last few seconds here, platform builder, all caps, no spaces. Type that in the comments now, and we're going to have our last drawing. And this is random. This is automated. So let's go ahead and get this last drawing going. And let me get our screen share, and let's see here. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Erica B also on Facebook. So that is our fourth and final winner of the $25 Amazon digital e-card. So send me an email or send me an inbox with your email address, and we will tonight send you your Amazon digital gift card, and you can be shopping on tonight. So thank you. This was she's throwing up yays. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for being here, and certainly for all of you being a part. And again, Ayanna, as I mentioned, we often see you kind of pop in. So it was so great you were perfect, really, to kind of close out the 2022 season, because you've been a past guest and you pop in very often. And even if you can just say for a few minutes and say hi to us. So it was great. So one more time, how can people interact with you? How can they schedule a consultation and all that good stuff?
Okay, I'm on all social media platforms. Like I said, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Did I miss one? I'm even on TikTok, but I don't TikTok a whole lot. And little bit. I tick. I don't fully talk. And but my website is www.askayanna.com. And of course, like I said, you can schedule a link to have a complimentary consultation so that we can talk about how we can get, on a serious note, get you together and get your family together and your significant others all together so we can grow, elevate. I always say, grow, invest, elevate, repeat. We need to do that. Save, invest, grow, repeat. That's one of my mantras. And money is always talking, even if we aren't talking about it. So we really need to talk about it so we can just move up and elevate about it.
So good. So good. Any questions for Ayanna? Any questions for Ayanna, and all the congratulations are coming in, certainly for all, all of the winners and all of that. And Erica or B on Facebook. Thank you, Ayanna. I always learn something new from you, something new to learn there. And so certainly reach out. When can they watch your live stream?
Live stream comes on Thursdays Eastern time, and at 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. And that I will stream it out to LinkedIn, of course, YouTube and Facebook. So you can catch those three areas. And so come and be a participant, and then let's come on and be a client. Let's consult and be a client.
Absolutely.
And I'm also.
Yes.
And I will say this, I'm also available to do, speaking engagements, coming into, civic organizations, your churches, fraternities, sororities, to, have a general, even family meetings. I've done some family meetings, like a family reunion, family meetings to talk and just give that general, let's make sure that we are serious about having something to cover ourselves and not having people crying twice. They're crying because, they're upset you're gone, and they're crying because they don't have anything to put you away with. And those are some of the realities. So yeah, I'm here to speak and talk and dispel those myths at your conferences and all that.
So great. So great. And again, askayanna.com, or if you're listening to the podcast or the talk radio show version, if you look down below in the show notes, the links are there. Also, Sharvette.com is a great place if you're like, wow, I need somebody else to listen to this. Send them to Sharvette.com. Quick, I know I've kept you past your time. Do you have a few more seconds?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay,
ma'am.
so my teenagers and young adults, how do I get them to start, the saving and paying attention to their money and budgets? That's a really great question with teenagers and young adults.
Yeah, that is basically, it's like, of course, showing them the importance of, putting money aside for them. So you have to look at different, we have a basic savings place to just save their money. But then as we get older, you start talking about compound interest, give them some of those basic tips on what compound interest looks like, how it compounds. Basically, if they're, let's talk in their language. If they're putting away $200+ on their feet, how would it look if they are putting it in something that's making 4 or 5% interest, or what would it look like to pull their money together and put it in something, even if it is, even though it's taxable, buying a stock, showing them how to, instead of only wearing the sneaker, buy a stock in the company of the sneakers that they wear. So that's, so those are some things that will kind of speak to them because they want to see it.
Yeah.
They really want to see it, but then also say, here, break up your money. You have so much that you need to put away. You make XYZ. So, give, like, say, charity. Give it to charity, save some for yourself. And then what do you have? What types of bills and things do you have to pay? Do you have to pay any bills? Some people's dynamics are they have to pay. They have to pay, or save away for that special thing that you like. If you want that particular phone, don't get in debt for it, save up for it. And some children have done that. I've just had some stories that we were talking about, some teens, and they said they wanted a certain amount of money, dollar phone. So they saved up their money to do that. So it's like making it practical. Because you have to speak the language of the person. You have to make it practical.
And I think what is so for her, because she said teenagers and young adults. And so kind of like when I think of young adults that, early 20s might be getting their first professional job. And not really, they might get some insurance on the job, but then not really thinking about, hey, in 5 or 6 years, you might transition and, talk a little bit about kind of like that insurance piece and how it, isn't it less expensive to get it when they're younger? Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. It is extremely, inexpensive the earlier you purchase it. And the thing about it, you can get so much more face value for a smaller amount than you can, of course, when you get older. Once you get past 50, it gets kind of funny looking with your prices, if I would say that. But getting it now, you can have it on your job, yes, but having something personal is nothing like it, because then you're to navigate, control how that works and looks. Oftentimes insurance on your job only kicks in if you died on your job, but when you have something that's personal, you can get something, and I would say go ahead and get something that's permanent so you can start building up money. You think about, you don't think about it, because I didn't when I was in my 20s. Oh my goodness, if I had thought about, okay, let's get a policy now and pay that, the money that just saved over time would just build over time by doing nothing but leaving that money there for 20, 30, 40 years is amazing. And that allows you to then say, now pull out money for yourself. You don't have to go to the bank. I mean, these are the forward thinking things that we really do need to try to instill and embed. But most of the time we're like, oh, we'll live forever.
We got time. We feel like we have time. And then we look around and time has flown by. Time has flown by.
So those are things, talking to kids about, young adults about the insurance piece. Get that stuff now, because it really will benefit you later. It really will.
And I think this is an excellent comment as well. Strangely enough, peer pressure has a lot to do with money, paying for shoes versus paying for stock. And I know that this original conversation is around teenagers and young adults, but I'm going to offer a thought that this also impacts adults, buying the whatever purse versus doing, something else, or whatever type of car versus doing something else with our money. And sometimes even adults, there's some peer pressure, that is going on in that arena. I'm seeing some people comment true, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All of those things.
Keep it up with we're not trying to say you can't buy things, but it's like, instead of, buying $100,000 car, maybe buy $70,000 car and take that 30 and do something else with it. I mean, that's just using something that's depreciating. But it's like this. It's almost in the mindset. Maybe this will help, because my pastor says oftentimes, if you're going to be a teacher, there is no need of going to Harvard.
All right.
When the money, when it's astronomical, you got a scholarship, that's fine. Right. But if you're really looking at saying, I'm going to send my child to Harvard and they're going to come out and be a teacher. Now, I mean, That's my profession. By
Right. So
degree.
you're not talking about teachers, because she is
I'm
a
not.
past educator. If you
Uh-uh.
heard me read her bio.
Right, in the trenches and still in and out, and yes, so
Yeah.
that's not what I'm saying. But if I can still go to starting out now, they do things at the community college level, or kids
Yeah.
are going to early college, putting in the time early, and they don't have to pay for half of their degree. Do
Yeah.
that and finish up at a regular 4-year state supported school. The degree will hold the same, and you will still get a job, get a
There
position.
you go.
Yeah, this is about the person, not about, well, I want to have this certain degree, but then you have $1 million of debt as opposed to, say, $500,000. It looks a little different. You could have done something else with that $500,000.
Ah, so good, so good. So again, Ayanna, thank you for being here with us for our season finale, and being able to witness, all of our winners. Again, everyone that won, send me an email or an inbox with your email, and I'm going to, as soon as we wrap up here, we're going to send over your digital e-card, so you could be shopping on Amazon now. And thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy holiday season to you.
Thank you. Thank you. We will keep our eye and ear out for you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. All right. Wow. The show is a whirlwind, right? Super fast, such great information. So I know that this is a segment you will come back to. So thank you for those that are on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. While you are there, give us likes and subscribe to the channel. Check out the other shows while you're there on YouTube. If you are listening from the podcast version, whichever podcast platform that you use, Apple, iHeart, all of that, go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss any future segments that will be starting back up the 1st of January, and you'll get a notification when new episodes are certainly there. And one of the easiest ways, if you're like, Sharvette, I can't remember all of that, just keep your eye on and stop by sharvette.com. That has all of our past shows, amazing guests, and you can catch up in this kind of interim. You might have some free time during the next couple of weeks, so you can catch up on any of our past 2020 shows. And we are getting geared up for 2023. And so a part of this segment was absolutely presented and brought to you by the Platform Builder program, which is a 12-month program that I've put together that includes group coaching, it includes one-on-one consulting, it includes video curriculum, and also includes some done-for-you services. And it's all around raising the visibility, the marketing, and the branding of your professional services. And so some of my Platform Builder clients are here. So jump over to platformbuilder.biz. The doors close this Friday. The doors close this Friday. And so if you're interested in seeing if this is a match for you, let's have a conversation around that. And so actually, let me play a really quick commercial break as we come back and wrap things up.
Are you a high-achieving woman entrepreneur who is ready to ditch being invisible and unpolished, but finally ready to shine a spotlight on your expertise and services? There's a better way to increase the visibility of your personal brand and gain more customers. Let Sharvette Mitchell show you with the Platform Builder program. The Platform Builder program is her signature 12-month group coaching program built for female entrepreneurs and leaders who are ready to position their expertise and services with a polished visual brand, increase visibility with speaking opportunities, build authority with a published book, and convert more customers with content marketing. Not only do you walk away with all of the juicy strategic nuggets in Sharvette's head, but with tangible outcomes that you can see and feel. Find out more and apply at www.platformbuilder.biz.
All right, there you have it. There's the information there. You can also inbox me if you have a quick question concerning this 12-month program. So let me just say we are so honored and so excited that you have been a part of our listening and viewing audience for 2022. What a year, right? And so things feel like things are opening back up. Certainly, we want you to continue to be safe and be careful and all of that. But it feels like things are opening back up. And so with that said, I want to let you know, keep your ears and eyes open, that the formerly known as Pop-Up Conference is being rebranded and will be back for 2023. So the formerly known as Pop-Up Conference will be now the Platform Builder Summit, and we are planning for that fall of 2023. We will be back live and in person, so we want you to get on a plane, train, whatever you need to do, and plan to make your way to Richmond, Virginia, and we'll make sure that all of you will have all the information that you need for that. And you might say, well, Sharvette, why, what is the big deal about, meeting up in person, having networks and all of that? Here's my quick response to that. Here's my quick response. There is something incredibly powerful about women business owners and leaders connecting. I mean, really connecting. Yes, online networking is great and it's convenient. However, there is nothing like the energy and vibe of meeting in person. It cannot be replaced. If you thrive in community, I encourage you to connect with and pursue your tribe. Maybe that's with a group of friends. Perhaps that is a local networking event, or with women you connect with through a business program or cohort. Someone asked me, why do you host conferences and retreats and encourage your clients to do the same? I responded with a quote from event leader and small business advocate, Lauren Casilia. Your audience needs to know each other, and you need to be the connector. My hope for high-achieving women entrepreneurs is that they have a safe space to be heard, to be seen, and to be free. All right, that is my response. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, we will look forward to seeing you in 2023. This is the official ending episode for our 2022 season, and we're so glad that you were here and a part of it. Even if you are in the replay or you're listening to this later, we're so glad that you were here and a part of it. Again, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, your lovely, lovely host. You can find out about me at sharvette.com, marketing consultant focused on your marketing, your visibility, and your branding so that you're positioned to get in front of the types of clients that you want to be in front of and that you earn more money being able to do that. All right, it's a wrap. We'll see you all in these internet streets. Bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.